Hi, I'm going to explain a few things. I'm making these cupcakes for my husband's birthday, and I'll show a couple of different steps in different videos, but I'm going to show you how to make the little gun piece that I put on top of the cupcake. What I used is I found a gun picture that I found online that I really enjoyed. I copied it and did copy and paste just in Microsoft Word, and I taped it to the countertop so it won't move. And then I'm taking a piece of wax paper and laying it over the top, and I'm also going to tape that down just because I found in the past that I bump things a lot and things get moved around. I needed a dark color of chocolate or the melting chocolates to use, and I went to Michael's, and you can get Wilton candy melts like these, and this just happened to be green. I had this color in the pantry. I use these Baker's semi-sweet baking chocolate squares. It's really good chocolate, and I like the way it tastes. And I also discovered, that I didn't know in the past, that black candy melts only come out during Halloween. So I kind of improvised and ended up using this semi-sweet chocolate. I stuck it in the microwave for a few minutes to melt it, let it cool a little bit, and then I put it in a decorating bag, and I cut just the very, very tip off. And that way I can make small lines to try and do the gun. I always put a little bit on paper towel first just to make sure my tip is clear. And I'll start right here in the middle. So you make a line, and you just kind of trace the outline of the gun, or whatever it is that you're using. You can use this technique with lots of different things. And you just kind of fill it in. I know it looks a little messy now, but after you work with it and fill it in, we're going to show you how to do that, you can fix any imperfections that you found. Do the little handle. And to fill it in and fix it, I use a toothpick. You just kind of do some swirls. It's more forgiving. Little swirls seem to be more forgiving with fixing straight lines because you're just using little movements on the edge instead of long sweeping ones, so you're able to straighten things out a little bit more if you need to. And again, these don't have to be perfect because you're going to be doing, like me, if you're making lots of cupcakes. We were making them for tonight for his birthday, and then I'm also sending some with him to work as just a thank you for some of his coworkers. So we can make another one. You do the line, and again, every single one I've been doing has come out just a little bit different, but that's okay. You can mix and match, and they generally all look the same once you put them together on the cupcake. Again, you swirl it to kind of fill it in. Now it helps if you keep the chocolate warm. I found that when it gets too cold that it will start to leave lines. And another thing is you can go back and fix it. Like if you see here at the top how I think it's just a little bit too thin. So I'm going to go back and put a little bit more right here on top. And take my toothpick and just kind of swirl it in. You can do this with all different kinds of shape. This is a technique I learned when I was taking cake decorating classes at my local craft store, Michael's, through Wilton. You use this technique for color flow. So you can do the whole sheet, and that's what, this paper towel is here. This is another sheet that I did previously. I did find that once I had filled in the guns, I put them on I took the wax paper off and put it on a cookie sheet, and I put it in the refrigerator. And when these were very cold, it was easy to scrape off when I used this little tool, and I just kind of ran it underneath and they popped off very easily. I was worried about the little part where the trigger is, and they worked really well when I popped them off cold. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks.